check in with Bill Mckibben, the environmentalist, the founder of 350.org, the author of numerous books. His most recent, Oil and Honey, The Education of an Unlikely Activist, and, of course, the website 350.org. Bill, welcome back to the program.
Brother, very good to be with you, and very good just to say, we might as well talk for a minute about media here at the start. Very good to see that the work that you and Bernie have done over the years, kind of off the front page of the media glare. People say he came out of nowhere, but one of the places he came out of was that weekly conversation with you that people all over America heard year after year after year. So this is exciting.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for the acknowledgement. Bill, what's the state of the first of all, are you at the Radio Row?
Nope, I'm back home in Vermont.
Okay, great.
I spent several days last week with Bernie over in New Hampshire, introducing him at places and vouching for him. And things. Great. And I've decided to come home to Vermont for a while.
Yeah, good on you. So what is the state of our environment? I was reading over at arctic-news.blogspot.com the other day that Arctic sea ice now is the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah, Arctic sea ice in January set a new record for lowest extent. 2015 was the hottest year in human recorded history, smashing the record set in 2014. January of 2016 just set the record for all Januaries. The news from the physical world is pretty terrible.
A lot of what you and I and others who have talked about or written about, done media around climate, have been concerned about is a runaway positive feedback loop of some kind. I did a video about methane possibly being a trigger for that, but there are lots of other possibilities. Do you think that we are now entering into that exponential curve part of all of this where it's going to get really, really, really difficult to slow this thing down, or are we still back behind the tipping point, in your opinion?
Let's hope that we're still in a place of kind of linear growth in damage, because that's bad enough. Nothing has to go exponential or get runaway for this to be the biggest crisis that humans have ever faced. It already is.
Right.
We've only raised the temperature 1 degree Celsius, but we've already lost most of the summer sea ice in the Arctic. The ocean's already 30% more acidic. We're already in a very, very tough place.
Yeah. What is exciting you the most about what's happening in the United States right now around climate?
Well, there's all kinds of things around climate change that are going the right way in terms of movement building. And we've done, beginning with that huge march in New York, 400,000 people in the streets in the fall of 2014. It's been pretty clear that this is a movement on a rapidly escalating arc. And now it's beginning to, really show up politically. 4 years ago, you'll remember, neither Barack Obama nor Mitt Romney was willing to even mention climate change during the campaign. They campaigned without talking about it at all.
Obama did?
Hurricane Sandy, until the last week of the election when Hurricane Sandy made it impossible. Yeah, Obama was worried that it would get him in trouble, people would think he was too liberal or something. Huh. He talked or really did very much about climate change.
Yeah.
But that's all changed. The Democrats are outdoing one another to be good on this.
Yeah. And President Obama is talking about a carbon tax right now.
Yeah, President Obama is already, just 3 weeks ago, said we're not going to be leasing coal off public lands anymore. And these are, Bernie said in the summer, he and Jeff Merkley from Oregon said we should be doing no more leasing of fossil fuels off public lands at all. They have the Keep It in the Ground Act of 2015, and at the time it seemed a little far-fetched. Hillary said she was against it, but by last week Hillary said, no, that's a done deal. I'm all for that. You can see which way the the trend is moving.
Yeah, if you want to know which way the wind is blowing, just look at some politician's weathervane. That's a good thing. It's a good thing. And we want our candidates.
It's exactly how it's supposed to work.
Right. The word leader does not appear in the Constitution, just the word representative. We want to be represented. I'm assuming if Bernie doesn't get it, that you will support Hillary?
Oh, yeah. I mean, electoral politics is not my main thing. And as I said the other day, talking to someone about Bernie, I was doing my best to be a good surrogate because he's an old friend and I admire him and love him and think he's terrific. But as I said to someone who promptly wrote it down, chances are if Bernie's president, they'll all be in D.C., locked to his office gate too, demanding that he do more.
Yeah. That's right. You got arrested in front of President Obama's White House.
We led the biggest demonstrations against President Obama in his administration, not because we didn't like Obama. A lot of us got arrested wearing our Obama buttons, but because we wanted him to be the best that he could be. And
right.
The point about what Bernie said, the real reason to support him is not because he's going to solve all our problems. It's because he understands we need movements to solve them.
You're right. Yeah,
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 202-536-2370.
Sorry, that guy always steps on me as we're about to hit the news. Bill Mckibben, 350.org. Bill, thank you so much for being with us today.
There we go.
Good talking with you.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.